Hey friends, it's Professor Lyrics back with another lyrical analysis and reaction video. Today we've got Quad City DJs with their 1996 smash hit, Come On, Ride It, The Train. This was a big hit back when I was in lyricology college and going out to the clubs every night. I know I've danced to it a lot at the discotheques, but I never really paid attention to the lyrics too much, so I'm looking forward to digging in. But before I do, please hit that like and subscribe button. Comment below, let me know what you think about my lyrical analysis on our journey to 2 billion subscribers. Let's go. Guys, we're talking about a choo-choo train here. That's an important distinction. It's been very repetitive thus far. We don't have a lot of clues, but it's a choo-choo train that they're riding or needing to ride or wanting you to ride, perhaps. I don't know yet. But it's not a bullet train. It's not a coal train. It's not a train of a wedding dress they're trying to ride. It's not a train of a dance at a wedding reception where people are kind of going around making a train, doing that chicken song thing. It's a choo-choo train. I can definitively say that at this point. Guys, it's come together pretty quickly for me. The Quad City DJs have taken an extended family vacation with some friends as well to Walt Disney World Resort, Magic Kingdom specifically, in Orlando, Florida. I can see some of you rolling your eyes out there, so let's back up a little bit. And as a professor of lyricology, I will explain my take on this. So first of all, way deep down south, they're playing this game. A figurative game, if you will, but deep down south, they're in Orlando, Florida. They're not in Disneyland, they're in Disney World. I believe Disneyland is in Rochester, New York, so that would not be deep down south. Orlando, Florida, deep down south. It's them Quad City DJs, and they call it the train. They're talking about themselves taking a big trip to Disney World. They call it the train. They're talking about Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, guys. Nobody calls it Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. That's way too long of a name. Walt Disney was not good at naming things, apparently. Or back in the 50s when he was naming these things, people had a longer attention span. But these days, everyone and Quad City DJs and their family and friends are just going to say, hey, let's go ride the train, not let's go ride Big Thunder Mountain Railroad train. So next clue is get your next of kin, your sister and your friend. Obviously a big vacation. They've got the t-shirts made up, some cutesy saying on them. Probably nothing about the Quad City DJs because they probably want their anonymity, but there's some t-shirts in this group, I believe. I want to take you home with me. I can see you want to hide it. Come on, just divide it. Don't knock it until you ride it. Okay, so these lines are talking, I think the dad's talking or the parents, somebody who's really wanting to ride Big Thunder Mountain, and they're standing around kind of looking at their watch, tapping their foot, because three people who we'll get to are a little scared of the train, the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad train, which is a pretty good sized roller coaster, I think. So we have some scaredy cats in the group, which is fine, but dad's spent a lot of money on this trip. They're running out of time. People are getting into line as they're sitting there debating if they want to ride the train or not. And it's a stressful situation for sure. The three offenders seem to be Michelle, Tamika, and Tanya. Dad says they want to ride this train. You notice Dad doesn't say, hey, Michelle, Tamika, Tanya, do y'all want to ride the Big Thunder Mountain train? He's saying, y'all want to ride this train. Some psychology at play there. I think he's being a little tricky, but let's keep going and see what happens. Yeah, dirty tricks here by Dad, or maybe by some of the adults who really want to ride the train and they're tired of standing around. They're saying, come on, it's just the choo-choo, guys. It's the little choo-choo train that you ride around the park and kind of sightsee. I don't know how old Michelle, Tamika, and Tanya are, but if they're young enough, they might go for that because the actual car itself does look like kind of a choo-choo train. That's kind of a dirty trick because when they get on there, they will be going speeds of, I think, 40 miles per hour. It's not a sightseeing choo-choo train. Very repetitive chorus, which is fine. I mean, I think that's a situation here. They're conveying the frustration of standing around an amusement park, their dream vacation, wasting time. It's probably 97 degrees out as well. And these three girls are just like, I don't know if we want to ride it. Dad's like, ride the train. It's a choo-choo. Come on, ride it. Times 4. And so far, no resolution. Let's see what happens. All right, pretty short little verse there, but we got some clues. It sounded like Mom or the females in the crowd are being a little more rational and trying to negotiate, which often happens in these stressful theme park situations. If you feel like dancing, it's up to you. I think they're saying the parade's starting down on Main Street. If you guys want to go watch the parade and dance around and meet up with us after we ride the Big Thunder Mountain train, it's up to you. That's fine. Let's just compromise. It's totally up to you. Go dance with Mickey and Minnie and Caillou and that baby from Family Guy and all the Disney characters. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. Whatever. But then in the next line, the train is coming through. Here comes the sound. Get down, down. I think they're standing close enough now where the Thunder Mountain train tracks are there. And the train is going to come barreling through. And Michelle, Tamika, and Tanya are going to see that it's not a little baby choo-choo train that goes around. Yeah, that little part, I think I cans there are clearly representative of the three girls, I think in their heads, psyching themselves up. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. They could be talking to each other or to their parents or whoever they're with, but I think that's internal dialogue there. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. I hope they do write it because I found in these situations, once these scared children or even adults ride one of these thrill rides, they generally like it. I'm rooting for them. Yeah, guys, we're still at a standoff, but a lot more clues and kind of the story is progressing as we go there. So, Dad can smell them tranquil breezes from a mile away. You know, trains and roller coasters in general have a very distinct smell. It's kind of an oil based smell. I think the grease of the tracks, something. It smells kind of good, honestly. Dad seems to like it as well. Tranquil breezes, as the coaster comes by, it's pulling the wind with it. So that's what he's referring to there. Graduated from Boons up to Alizé. I like that line a lot. That's an example here of symbolic hyperbole. So in other words, they're not really graduating from Boons up to Alizé. It's symbolism. So Boons is a very cheap wine. I think you can get it for 14 cents at 7-Eleven and things like that. It's seen as kind of a cheap, not so great wine. I love it myself, but I think in this instance, they're looking down upon Boons. They've graduated from Boon to Alizé. Alizé is a nicer liqueur, I think, or wine something. It's got fruit and vodka, I believe. But I think that's going to run you like $5 a bottle. So I think Dad's saying we've graduated from Boon. And the symbolism there, I think, would be like a carnival in a parking lot. Maybe they used to go to these Quad City carnivals or just a really shoddy kind of amusement park where you're a little afraid to get on the rides. And now they're at Alizé, the pinnacle, Walt Disney World. So that's a complex line, and I like it a lot. So he's telling these kids, hey, this is where it's at. It's not going to get any better than this, so you better take advantage. It's on so tight. Now it's on tonight. Yeah. The weave's done right. He's saying, your hair is in great shape. Your weaves are tight. Your hair's not going to get messed up on this Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. I know that you've seen it's pretty fast, but your hair's all ready for it, guys. It's not going to go blowing around. If you're worried about things like that, your hair's not going to come flying off. Your weave is tight. I think that's important. Then he kind of loses his cool a little bit. Right now, it's about time for me to holler. He's saying he's about to lose. He's about to lose it, man. Like, he's about to scream because we're just standing here debating while people are getting in line in front of us. It's our one chance to ride the train. I want a Walla in the back of my Impala. Walla is kind of like lays around, I believe, or relax. Dad is tired. It's been a long day. Someone else is going to drive them back to the Quad Cities. That's going to be a long drive, a couple thousand miles probably. He's ready to take a nap in the back of the Impala on the way home to the Quad Cities. Just jump on in. Let me hit them switches on the train. We don't need no tickets for this thing. They already bought tickets. He's alluding to the price again. I think he's trying not to, but they spent thousands of dollars. This is paid for. If you don't ride it, you're wasting money. And then again, a little bit of trickery. Let's go on the train and play with the little plastic switches and maybe you get to do the toot whistle. He's trying to tell the girls it's a little tiny baby choo-choo train with switches. I don't agree with that sort of trickery, but Dad's desperate. I get it. Put a hump in your back. Get on the train tracks. Here we go. Get on the floor. He's saying, okay, I admit, it's a real roller coaster, but just crouch your back, put a hump in your back, crouch over, get on the floor. Just don't watch. I think that'll help. Again, I think that's poor advice on a roller coaster like this. Possibly illegal. It could get you removed from the park, but he's desperate. He's telling the three girls to just kind of bend their backs, crouch over, and don't even look, and it'll be over before you know it. Move your arm up and down, make that choo-choo sound. Again, he's trying to be playful. He's portraying it as kind of a baby choo-choo ride when it's not. Great jam, guys. We do not get any resolution, though, in the end. It's kind of an open ending, which I get. It's an artistic choice. Many novels are that way. I don't think they rode the train, guys. I think they went to the parade and danced. I think if they rode the train, Quad City DJs would include that in the lyrics because it would be kind of a celebratory thing. But I think they're a little defeated at the end here. It kind of just fades out into the outro. A very niche song, definitely, about a niche subject, but important. And I appreciate that because we can all relate to going to an amusement park with a large group, and some people do not want to ride the kind of scarier rides. And it causes all sorts of trouble because then you got to meet up, or dad just kind of gets embarrassed that their little babies won't ride Big Thunder Mountain. I mean, it's a moderate coaster, to be honest.